The Gentleman's Sweep Show, where nothing gets swept under the rug. Fun Radio Monday.
Hey!
What's happening? Welcome to the Gentleman's Sweep Show. Y'all know how it goes.
Indeed.
I changed it a little bit. Y'all ready for the new one?
Yeah, we need.
We got a couple of nuts with no talent talking about absolutely nothing for a whole hour.
Hey,
that's what it is.
The show about nothing.
Nothing. Listen, if y'all just
nothing.
finished watching the Tanya Burnett show, y'all about to be disappointed.
Yeah, y'all about
Because
to be
we ain't
mad.
talking about nothing. Hey, what's going on with you? Y'all know who it is. It's Jay Rush, your man's right here. Who I got going on right here to my right?
Man, Norris the Pope Johnson.
Hey, no Pope. We about to save a lot of people today. We got a new segment coming for you today. What's the new segment called?
The confessional.
The Confessional. We're going to
be
ask
giving
the
out
Pope.
some Hail Marys and some
Hey,
fathers.
listen, don't play with God, though. Do not play with God, though. If you're going to help these people out, do not play with God, because you too close for me to get struck with anything. And I'm living my life right, so don't play with God.
live your life right.
Hey, listen, you're the new guy. You're not even allowed to talk yet. Jacob cut his mic off. He's not even allowed to talk until we say so. We got my man Marcus in the building. What's going on with you, Mark?
Hey, man, I'm great.
Hey, listen, y'all watch our show, so y'all already know Marcus was on the show when he was talking about his relationship and talking about friends and could, men and women just be friends
That's right.
after a relationship. So I got one question for you.
What's that?
Did you tell your girl you was coming out the house? Because I know she got some strict rules.
Yeah. So
Hey!
what had happened?
Anytime you start with what had happened, that is a straight lie. Come
I
on
made a
now.
phone call
Okay.
as I was en route.
Listen, let her know. We got evidence. You got evidence for an hour. How far do you live from here? Oh, yeah. Don't say
It takes
that.
me 45 minutes.
Then
to
you
get
got
there.
44 minutes to get home. That's how much you got. You got 44 minutes to go home. You better pray to God you get some green lights. Hey, man, I had a great weekend, but I want to hear about y'all's. How was y'all weekend?
Hashtag totally white boy wasted.
Oh, man. That means you was getting it in this weekend, huh?
Man, stupidly drunk.
Man, you was crazy drunk. What you was just drinking because you depressed, or what you was drinking for?
I turned 39. I'm thinking I'm still grown, and it was the Scorpio turn up this weekend. So hey, why not?
Listen, man. I stopped real drinking hard because when I drink hard, that other guy comes out.
We don't need that guy. We don't need that guy.
You wouldn't like me when I'm drunk. That other guy comes out. Hide your girls. You know what I mean? That dude. Bring them out.
No. Stay safe, man. Stay
Hey,
safe.
God
man.
is good all the time, man. Y'all better stop playing with me. How was your weekend, Marcus?
Oh, man, it was wonderful. It was a 3-day weekend. I
Hey.
had an additional day off.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
You got a
relaxed
job,
and chilled.
huh?
I got a job.
Hey, listen, you highly wanted by all the women out there. They want you because you got a girl. Because don't nobody want you unless you got somebody.
nobody want me.
And
Don't
you got a
nobody.
job. You in there like swimwear. I was the most attractive guy on the show, but now you got it. Now you got it.
You
Good.
still got the boy.
And you already know. You better stop playing. But we know who's the most attractive DJ in the DMV. DJ Smoke. What's going on with you, baby?
Hey man, chilling. How y'all feeling?
Hey, man, chillin'. Hey, Smoke, I'm going to tell you something. Like, this is really no homo. I'm going to tell you something. I saw the sexiest picture of you today at your school with your little daughter. That's grown man stuff. You was at your school. Was you reading books, or what was you doing with your daughter?
She won like awards for
Hey.
best performance.
Hey!
You know,
Congratulations
I'm
to
always there.
DJ
I'm
Smoke's
always
daughter.
there.
He was at school and everything. Listen, we can't get half of the niggas in the world to show up to even do anything with their child. Smoke at bar mitzvahs. Smoke at awards for the. What, she got an award for coloring in the lines or
Yeah.
something? Hey!
I come there because I show her that I don't matter what you did. I don't care if you just wrote a letter.
Uh-huh.
I'm there because I'm proud of you.
Listen, let me tell you
You know what I'm
something.
saying?
Let me
A
tell
lot
you.
of
Hey,
dudes don't show that affection to their daughters, man.
hey,
That's right.
Smoke,
They
I'm
need that.
Hey, Smoke, I like that. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be real with you, though, for real. I got 5 kids, right? I was serious for the first 3. I showed up at graduations from the 3rd grade, from the 5th grade. I showed up at everything. Nowadays, I show up when you graduate from high school and when you graduate from college. Oh, and when you turn 18 and I don't got to write no
Right.
child support check. No more. We having a problem.
Wow.
I'm playing with you.
Wow.
I'm playing with you. But listen, Somebody told me, they say, yo, my ex told me, she said, you know your son about to graduate from preschool. I said, well, call me when he graduates from kindergarten.
Wow.
You need an outfit for graduating from
Disrespectful,
preschool?
man. Disrespectful, man.
Man, I need to drive Uber some more if I'm paying for preschool graduations and stuff. Y'all women need to trip. Y'all need to stop that. Remember when you first had like your first babies and you spent money on like the onesies and all that, but you understood that them babies was gonna stay in it for like a week and a half, and you just wasted your money. Now everything I buy for new kids, you know what they are? 18 months. 18 months. You go. I'll roll them little feet up a little bit. You'll be all right.
Stop,
little
man,
Yankee
stop.
can't walk anyway. You'll be all
Man,
right.
disrespectful, man.
Hey, look, let me
Disrespectful.
stop acting silly. Y'all know what we talking about. We
Kids
talking
be
about
like this.
Yeah. The kids be like this. He be like, there's some feet somewhere in there. It is what it
Disrespectful,
is.
man.
Listen,
Disrespectful,
when you have
man.
kids, man, and you understand the more you have, you gotta save some money. You figure out ways to cut some costs. You know what I mean? Don't throw that away. We gonna need that in a couple years. You be having stuff with little stains in it because their older brothers and sisters put it there. But it's all love, you know what I'm saying? If it's good for one of them, it's good for them all. What we talking about today, Pope?
We giving them the Jay-Z joint. What's better than going to the strip club throwing money?
What's better than that?
Credit.
Credit. We're going to talk about credit. I know a lot of y'all say, oh, no, I don't want to watch it. Y'all out here, the only thing y'all got right on y'all credit score is y'all names. But listen, we got my man Antonio Boyd. He going to be on the show. Look, we call him Dow Jones in the street. Young black man, smart. He know about that money. He know about credit. And he can help y'all with some investments and things that's going to help you with your future. So I know we don't talk about nothing on this show and we cut up, but today we're going to help a lot of people out there get y'all credit straight, get y'all lives together, because I know we all have dreams. And the thing that's going to help us get to that dream is going to be money.
Yes.
It's going to be money, you know what I mean? And sometimes if it ain't your money, it's going to be other people's money, you know what I'm saying? We got to figure what's going on. So I'm going to turn it to my man Jacob. Jacob, go ahead and throw a little snippet for us, and then I'll tell y'all what we're going to do. We're going to talk to the Pope when we come back. And God we trust.
Let's go to the confessional.
See those little black boxes? They're called telephones. I'm going to let you on a little secret about these telephones. They're not going to dial themselves, okay? Without you, they're just worthless hunks of plastic, like a loaded M16 without a trained Marine to pull the trigger. And in the case of the telephone, it's up to each and every one of you, my highly trained Stratonites, my killers who will not take no for an answer, my fucking warriors who will not hang up the phone until their client either buys or fucking Let me tell you something. There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time. Because at least as a rich man, when I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch. Hey, boys,
Hey! I'm like, listen.
Hey,
a
man.
$40,000 watch. Hey.
Yes.
Welcome
Yes.
back to the Gentleman Sweep Show. Y'all already know where we at.
We going at their throat about this credit.
Listen, throw me a watch. Hey, listen, why they don't got pep talks like that at normal jobs? You know what I'm saying? They don't got pep talks like that. They talk about what expense report you need to write in, and they talk about who ain't done the weekly report and all. They don't talk about cutting people down at their throats and getting money and all that stuff, man. That's crazy.
It is.
Yeah. I don't.
They
get
talk
those.
about that at your job?
I get talks about why your boots ain't shiny enough.
Hey,
and,
but y'all
why
already-
you late for guard mount.
Why you late for
Y'all
gotta keep people safe. Y'all gotta keep people safe. Hey, what they talk about at your Smoke got one of them CIA jobs. He can't talk about what he do. Hey, what they talk about at your job, Smoke, that you can talk about?
All right, well, what I can talk about.
What you could talk about?
Myself.
Smoke, you the
That sound like Tommy.
Hey, you ain't got no job.
ain't got no job.
Smoke ain't got no job. Hey, welcome back to the Gentleman's Smoke. We here at Listen Vision Live, WLVS Radio. Hey, listen, we got a fun segment for you guys that we about to hit you with. Our inbox has been getting full. People have been calling us. People have been inboxing us. And they've been talking about some show ideas. And a couple people have been talking about some things that's bothering them. So we have a new segment that we're going to bring to you. This segment is really called, Ask the Pope. So I got a young lady that just wrote a letter. I'm going to read the letter online, live to everybody. And this letter was directed towards Norris. And we're going to have him answer it, give her some good sound
Advice.
Yeah. You can't ask me. Okay. Mark, you can't ask me. I'm going to mess her life up. But
it'd be fun.
Norris might be able to give her something that she can deal with. So y'all ready? I'm about to leave it to you. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for the letter, man.
It's called Miss I Yearn His Touch. Why people can't say their real names? Because I'm going to say it. All right, it says, Dear Pope, I've been in a serious committed relationship with my children's father for about 5 years now. He asked me to marry him several times, but I declined because of a previous horrible marriage I was in. About 4 months ago, an old college buddy of his stayed at our house as he was in the area for a work conference. We all hung out many times while he was there, or while he was here. We really had fun, and it was a good time to get out the house. One evening, he had a female friend stay at the house, and I couldn't sleep. I was on the couch just passing time. Our walls are very thin, and I heard everything that him and his friend was doing in the other room. And honestly, her moans aroused me. She had the most erotic moans, and it was like I could feel every stroke that he was giving her. The next morning, I found myself doing things to try to get his attention and be noticed because my man and I are struggling in the bedroom, and I'm very frustrated right now. Pope, I hadn't done anything wrong with him or dangerous, but the thought of being with my dude's close friend stimulates me. Please help me, Pope. How can I get him out of my mind? Signed, Miss I Yearn His Touch.
Well, first and foremost, Miss I Yearn His Touch. Let's keep it honest. Once you have someone in your mind, as a woman, speaking from women point of views, once that person has penetrated your mind, there's no way to get them out of your mind. So you might have to go to your guy and have an honest conversation and let him know. Let him know. And I'm putting you on notice. I'm putting you on notice. And I'm having thoughts of someone else, and we need to have a serious conversation about exiting out of this relationship. Or you can let him know that maybe, just maybe, that he's not satisfying you in the bedroom. Okay. Now, Jay, you may want to chip in. I know you're going to ruin her life.
Listen.
It sounds like she already about to be ruined.
I'm going to do the best I can.
Have a possible affair out there. So let's be honest, baby. Let's be honest. Tell your man and he ain't doing you right.
First
he
of all,
need to step up his game.
I need y'all to listen to me. I need y'all to bring it in. I need
bring
the whole two viewers. I need y'all to listen to me right now.
We got about 6 going on.
First of all, what I want to tell y'all is this. I want to tell y'all, do not do anything that this man just told you, okay?
You want him to be honest?
No. Honesty is not the best policy in this situation.
Honesty is not the best policy?
No. I want you to forget what happened. I need you to not even mention to your man that you are having sexual thoughts about his boy because he doesn't handle his business. So do not listen to a thing that he says because it's cold outside. You understand what I'm saying? Your ass will be out in the cold. It's cold outside. So this is what I need you to do, all right? When your man is going to work and you know he's going to work, it's all gravy. I need you to get on Pornhub, or I need you to do whatever. Listen. I'm trying to keep your relationship. I need you to grab your bobs or your toys or whatever it is. Keep that thought in your head. It's a good thought of his friend. No, let me save their relationship. Hope you already messed it up. Jesus is not.
It's y'all time now. It's y'all time now.
Hold on.
Be open and honest. Let him know. Let him know he ain't doing you right, ladies.
I need you to handle that nut by your damn self. Do not talk to your man. He wants you to ruin a 5-year relationship over a thought that you had.
She over the edge.
Listen,
she over the edge. She over the edge. You're gonna have her in the house playing around with a Bob, talking about Mike.
Yes.
And her husband name is John.
Listen, I need you. Hey, Mark.
Bro.
Hey, Mark, this
Bro.
It's two options.
Bro. Hey, look, I'm gonna have to go with a piece of both of y'all. What both of y'all are saying, okay? I wouldn't advise her going to a man and saying, "I've been thinking about your boy."
No, don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't recommend it. But what I would recommend is that she go to him and say, "Hey, listen, babe. We got some problems.
Yeah.
And I need you to work on this, that, and the third so we can work this thing out."
Yeah.
You know, but
No. But when she's having a conversation, is she getting in depth, telling her what the issue is, or she just saying? Can she just say I'm sexually not satisfied without bringing his man's up?
is she married to this dude?
No, she said that he proposed to her several times.
so
So
they're
because
not
of
married.
problem in the past, they just going together, but they got kids together.
What she should do, being honest, Jay.
This
she
man
should
right
definitely
here,
be
man.
honest and have an
Be
open
honest, I got
conversation
it. Yeah,
with her spouse and have an open conversation about what she wants. Maybe he can please her, or maybe, ladies, be honest and get out. It's your time now.
I get it. You're right. On that note,
Jay wants you to be up there with a bomb, mad as shit, taking cold showers. I do not approve this message. So says the Pope.
Listen,
she's thinking about the dude.
she's thinking about him. How she gonna get her mind off of him?
I know. So if they mess around and get in the bed together,
And
and
she
he
know-
just happened to
this
hit
gonna-
it
this gonna be
right
you.
that night,
This gonna be
she's
you.
gonna mess around and
Right.
call him
John, and your name is Chris. Come
Listen,
on, bro.
listen. That's crazy.
So says the
Hey,
Pope.
Smoke, that's crazy. So I gotta talk about some crazy stuff that I seen on the internet. So go ahead, get me ready, Pope. Give me something to hype me up right now. You already know what time it is. We're gonna talk about you posted it. So go ahead and get me some fly right now. Go ahead and give me some fly that I can Y'all, Gator Boo. Listen, this is my official you posted it, but this is the you fly you posted it. You heard me? So go ahead and cut that music off. I'm gonna tell you what this segment is about. This segment is about I've scoured, I've looked, I've been all over Instagram, I've been all over Snapchat, I've been all over YouTube, I've been everywhere, Facebook, and I've just been looking for the craziest post out there. And I'm gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna say names. You wanna know why?
Tell me why.
Because you posted it. So go ahead and put
No
the
secret.
first. No, I don't care. Put the first picture up, Jacob, real quick. I ain't got but 3 minutes, and I'm gonna go through this. So the first picture I got. Oh man, that's not the right
Tyrese.
one, but we still gonna go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Tyrese.
That's my man Tyrese. We gonna go with it. They've been talking about Tyrese all week.
Was he crying for real?
I don't know what the man was doing.
Nah,
That's
he
that
was
man's
crying.
child.
The man was
He
crying.
was
The man
crying.
talking
Listen,
on his
he
neck.
was crying, but we ain't tripping.
Talking about he on all
Listen,
types of
y'all need to
medications.
leave Tyrese alone. Y'all need to leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? All y'all supposed to leave that man alone. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Boom, boom, there we go. Oh no, we got the grills. We got the grills and everything. Hey Jay, it's another segment, Jay. It's another segment over there, Jacob. But listen, this is the man with the crazy grills in another email. But look, that dude just looked crazy for no reason. But we're gonna talk about him later. Because I want to know what type of credit that this Bama with the gold grills and everything. That's the you stay
Negative
fly.
zero.
Negative zero. We're going to talk about when it got down low. Go ahead, Jacob. Let's see if we got it. Hey, to the baddest thing. Everybody clap it up for Jacob. All right. Let's go. This said, popping bottles, getting VIP treatment, then get home and you got to turn the shower on with your pliers. That is crazy. It's a lot of people living like that. It's a lot of people that's got crazy situations going on in their
that's
home,
crazy.
but they're in the club popping it up. Let's go to the next one, Jake. This one right here is even crazier. Listen, my man Panama Austin, this is my dude. I love him. He put, life is short, buy the shoes. Miss this month's rent, get evicted. Become homeless, get fired, lose your friends, ruin your life. Treat yourself. Too many people out here living that YOLO life.
Wow.
Now I want to tell y'all something. My man's
I can't do it. I can't do
make
it.
serious cake. Him and his boo, they caked up. He got a basketball court outside of his house. So this is a joke. He ain't even serious with this one. But when y'all talk about YOLO, you got all these fools out here trying to turn up, doing the dumb stuff. Homelessness is a beast.
Yeah,
It's
too
cold
out
outside.
there.
Let's
It's
go
cold
to the
out
next one.
there.
That's my
It's
man,
cold.
Jay. Listen, I want to give a shout out. Oh, listen, there's two pictures. This is my people's Rach right here. Rach Daniels. Let me go. Get the next one. Get the next one. Oh, my God. It was her birthday. So, listen. She got
Team
that
Scorpio turn up.
fly
Team
is
Scorpio
sexy right
turn
there.
up.
That's my people's on Facebook. She is the sexiest driver. Guess who she worked for? Metro. Now, all y'all niggas tomorrow going to be on every Metro bus trying to find a bullet. She be curving dudes like Strasburg. Try and get at it if you want to. Happy birthday, baby. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this right here is my thirst trap of the week. This was a happy.
What are you doing in swing
Listen,
culture, man?
this was a happy good morning picture right here for my people.
a happy good morning picture.
Listen,
I saw that joint.
listen, happy good morning.
I saw that joint.
That's my people, Selena, right there. Happy good morning, salute.
Yes.
Let's go to the next one right here. Listen, I just want to talk about this and I'm done. Listen, this says, please help my broke husband out. I want to tell you the backdrop of this story right here because this chick is absolutely rich. She is ruthless. So she started a GoFundMe page for her husband because she said this dude is completely broke. She has her child for like 60% of the month. He has it for 40% of the month. So what he did was he went to court and got a court order for her to pay him child support. So she got to pay him like $68 or something like that, a child support a month, what she thinks is absolutely ridiculous. So since he needs help, she decided I'm going to give him help. So she got a GoFundMe page right now saying, please help my broke ass husband out. And listen, she got $10 already. She got $10, so hopefully by the month she'll get that $68 that she needs. Salute, but don't get mad at me because y'all posted it. Let's go ahead and go to a break. We got the baddest show in the land, and we got my man Jacob holding us down. Take us to the next video.
You fucking guys. I'm gonna keep this short, okay? You passed your sevens over a month ago. Seth's the only one that's opened the necessary 40 accounts for his team leader. When I was a junior broker, I did it in 26 days, okay? You're not sending out press packets anymore. None of this Debbie the Time Life operator bullshit. So get on the phones. It's time to get to work. Get off your ass. Move around. Motion creates emotion. I remember one time I had this guy call me up, wanted to pitch me, right? Wanted to sell me stock. So I let him. I got every fucking rebuttal out of this guy. Kept him on the phone for an hour and a half. Towards the end, I started asking him buying questions, like what's the firm minimum? That's a buying question. Right there, that guy's got to take me down. It's not like I asked him, what's your 800 number? That's a fuck off question. I was giving him a run, and he blew it, okay? To a question like, what is the firm minimum? The answer is 0. You don't like the idea, don't pick up a single share. This putz is telling me, 100 shares. Wrong answer, no. You have to be closing all the time and be aggressive. Learn how to push. Talk to him. Ask him questions. Ask him rhetorical questions. Doesn't matter, anything. Just get a yes out of him. If you're drowning and I throw you a life jacket, would you grab it? Yes, good. Pick up 200 shares. I won't let you down. Ask them how they'd like to see 30, 40% returns. What are they going to say? No? Fuck you. I don't want to see those returns. Stop laughing. It's not fun.
Yo.
Welcome back to WLVS Radio. And that's to show you how serious some of these people take this money.
Listen, that show that was one of the best movies right there. Have y'all
Baller
ever seen
Room. Baller Room is the Baller Room is one that started it all, bro.
Let me tell you why I respected Boiler Room. I respected Boiler Room because, like, when people call you for like stocks and things like that, you really don't know them. You don't see them. You know what I mean? So you don't know. You don't know what they look like. You don't know anything. That movie right there was like really playing on people's fear because what it was a bunch of people that was selling like junk bonds. They were selling like stuff that looked attractive, but at the end of the day, you wasn't getting anything out of them after they matured. But what happened was when you come looking for them, they had like a mobile shop. People came to the place where they was working. They was up moving and they went to the next joint, So it was a lot, but they was getting money, man.
Yeah.
They was getting serious money.
But it was a scam.
It was a scam, just like most of the stuff out here. Hey.
So, Jay, what's your word of the day?
Hey, listen, my word of the day, and I'm going to really keep it brief because I know we got a lot of hate going on real quick.
Yeah, we got a lot of
hate. Because
I
see some scoury faces and y'all want to hate real quick, but my word of the day is screening. That's all it is, screening. Or being able to gouge, you know what I mean? So what I've been doing is lately, I've been on Facebook, and I've really been talking to women, and I'm telling them, if you want to have a successful relationship, it really starts with you being able to pick the right men. You know what I mean? What I did was last week, I gave them 2 options. I gave them an option of Future, or I gave them an option of Russell Wilson. I said, pick one of these. Which one, if you had to pick between the two, would you choose? The majority of the people picked Russell Wilson. They picked the steady guy, to go to church, a family man, the I love you man, and all this. And what shocked me was there was a lot of women that say, I would pick Russell, but they dating and they married to Futures.
Oh.
So I don't get
Facts.
that. So what I want to tell them is you are where you are because of who you picked. And if you want to change things, then you have to have a better screening process. You have to better gauge the people that you're in your relationship with. Being able to pick somebody because of physical attraction, that's stuff we did when we was 20 years old and we was 30 years old. If y'all are really trying to build a life with somebody, you need to be able to put them through some type of hell, some type of screening process before you can get all of me. You need to be verified. I need to take you on a couple of dates. I need to make sure you are opening doors for me. I need to make sure you are paying for the dates. I need to make sure you are doing some things that I am looking for in my life, because I don't know no type of job where you automatically start it and you get all benefits up front. You know, I'm talking about everything. Every job I started, my supervisor done sat me down and said, this is the way I would like you to perform your job. That should be the same way in dating. Anytime you have a man, you should screen him to the point where you sit him down and say, hey, if you want to love me, this is the way I am looking for you to perform your job. Because his job is to what? Love her. So y'all got to get a little better out here. Y'all with the people y'all with because of you. Don't blame nobody else but you.
Yourself.
Stop all the rant and stop all that. Have a better screening process. That's on you. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a little hating now. I'm trying to help y'all out. I try to get y'all some men. Now we about to hate on some people. Hey! Hey! Oh! Let me see your hand. Hit my hand, hit my hand, hit my hand.
Stop.
Hey! Cut that off, Spoke. Who we going to first?
Man.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Mark, you got somebody you want to hate on?
Listen, man.
You a nice guy, so if somebody mad at you, it's for a reason.
Yeah, this is true.
Go ahead and do what you gotta do.
I'm mad. I'm gonna be serious.
Go ahead.
That's second because this is some serious.
You see
stuff
that camera
here.
right there? Talk to him, Mark.
Listen,
Talk to that person.
and I'm sure this has been talked about a lot, and I'm sure your mom and them told you this.
I hate you.
Your mama and them.
Your mom and them. Listen, I'm gonna make it short. Can I keep it short?
Just do, I hate you.
You got,
I got
to
you.
wash your ass.
Wash your
ass.
Listen,
Wash your
Ass.
man, listen.
Jesus.
How about me and my boys? We went to a restaurant to
Okay.
celebrate a birthday, right?
Okay.
Celebrate one of my boys' birthday party. Waiter comes up, and guess what preceded him?
His ass? His
His
ass.
phone. The Bama smelled like a wet, hot Himalayan mud yak. Listen, as my mama say, some wet wolf pussy.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
wow.
I ain't never had none of that. That don't even sound
Right. That don't sound right.
You
That
want to
don't
say it
sound
again?
right.
Some
Say it again.
wet, hot wolf pussy.
That don't sound right. That don't sound right at all. That don't sound right at all. That don't sound right
wet,
at all.
hot
That don't sound right at all.
you
though.
I dare you to say it again. One more time. One more time.
Wet, hot wolf pussy. Listen, man.
Go ahead, tell me.
You serving my food. Champ.
Okay,
You
okay.
know what I'm saying? Real
Okay.
talk. Real talk.
Okay.
You come to, I'm mad at his manager too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? How you gonna let this man come out and serve food smelling like that?
You think his manager know he had that wet white wolf?
Huh. Yeah, probably. He was probably the wolf.
The stoves are in the building.
But you know what's bad though?
I'm listening.
Usually when you walk, you have a back drag.
Yeah.
The Bama was
He had a
walking
front
towards
drag.
us and preceded him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Wash your ass.
Wash your butt.
Wash the whole ass.
Listen, the word of the day is not screening or gouge. It's wet.
Wash.
What is it?
Wet,
Wet.
hot wolf.
If y'all
Oh my
women got
God.
that wet hot, do not holler at your boy.
Yeah,
Hey man, who you
man.
hating on, Pope?
Man, this is exclusive. This is exclusive.
Hey.
I'm hating on myself.
Hey, I did that last week, so I had an exclusive.
So I'm hating on my alter ego.
Okay, there you go. There you
Mr.
go.
Jason Black.
Oh, not Jason.
Mr. Jason Black.
Not Jason.
I'm hating on you, sir.
You let him get out?
I let him sneak out one for occasional moment. I lost my complete sanity.
Okay.
And you know, Mr. Jason Black is very cold-hearted and disrespectful sometimes. And my lovely wife was concerned about me because I fell asleep outside of my car, drinking and acting
You
stupid.
fell asleep in the car?
I fell asleep in my car because I didn't want to drive, man. I got gun permits to protect, bro. Okay. You can't drive with that shit. So I took an hour nap, and she was worried about me, so she called. And when I got home, I wasn't really understanding. And the next day, she explained to me why she was worried. And I still wasn't understanding. I was in Jason Black mode, being faithful, being selfish, and an asshole. So therefore, I was just like, no, man, why are we even talking about this? So to Mr. Jason Black, you need to stay in your lane and stay out of my merge, because I'm happy at home. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, listen.
That's good.
On to you, Jay Russell.
Hey, no, hold on. This is what I'm gonna do because I love Kimberly. This is what I'm gonna do.
You love
know
Kimberly?
what I'm saying?
Hey,
I
my
mean,
dude.
In
My
a
dude.
friendship, brotherly type of way. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I know we don't have a license for certain things. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm gonna do, Smoke? when my lady, you know what I'm saying, get upset with me, I just look her in the eyes and I say, y'all ready?
Hit it, Jay.
Kim. Tell me when will I see you smile again? 'Cause I know hey, y'all don't even know the words now. And I know you're fed up.
Sugar.
Boom, boom. I fell asleep in my goddamn car. 'Cause I can't handle my drink. This nigga can't even drink.
Hey, man.
How many drinks did you have before you fell asleep?
Man, put it like this, man. I lost count after the
Did you ever make it home safe, though?
I made it home safe.
That's all
You
that
roll
matters.
the windows
Listen.
down and you just ride it out nice and smooth, man. Roll
Hey,
the
listen,
windows down, ride
since
it out
we
nice
talking
and
about
smooth.
drinking, and since we talking about smells, I'm about to combine them two together for my hate on me, right?
Oh,
This
Lord.
is an exclusive. Because Smoke is my boy. But I had something else that I was hating on. Till this nigga Smoke came in today smelling like a drunk wino. That nigga Smoke had a sippy cup like it was Lil Wayne or something like that. And he hugged me. I said, look, I ain't seen you in a long time. Smoke, give me a hug, right? When I smell Smoke got liquor pouring out his pores. He smelled like a goddamn wino. I was like, what the hell is wrong with my man Smoke?
Being
So,
honest, Jay, Smoke
listen.
gave me a flashback to when you was on vacation and the drunk dude was at the door.
listen.
That was Smoke uncle right there. Now I know that was Smoke uncle.
Hey, Smoke.
They agreed to
Hey,
meet up
Smoke,
at
what you
Listen
got in
Vision.
that cup, man? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, listen, I need y'all to really pay attention. I need y'all prayers. I need y'all to pray for our DJ because he's falling off the wagon. And my man's right here, he's falling off the wagon. His marriage is getting ruined. So we need to keep praying for these people. Like, listen, we're going to push. And that means we're going to pray until something happens. Jacob, take us to another video while we hold hands and we pray.
The new law of evolution in corporate America seems to be survival of the unfittest. Well, in my book, you either do it right or you get eliminated. In the last 7 deals that I've been involved with, there were 2.5 million stockholders who have made a pre-tax profit of $12 billion. Thank you. I am not a destroyer of companies. I am a liberator of them. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works. Greed clarifies, cuts through, and captures the essence of the evolutionary spirit. Greed in all of its forms. Greed for life, for money, for love, knowledge, has marked the upward surge of mankind, and greed, you mark my words, will not only save Teldar Paper, but that other malfunctioning corporation called the USA. Thank you very much.
Hey, welcome
that's-
back to WLVS Radio.
That's my
and
man.
we showing you why credit and money is important.
Woo!
Now, I asked y'all a question earlier. I was going to do it. Smoke said he was going to do it. Jay gave me the laughing out loud.
I said no.
I was like, let's throw out our credit scores. Let's
said-
keep it honest. Let's keep it honest.
Okay.
Let's keep it honest.
Go
I
ahead.
mean, let's start with the far end, man, because he got a good job. He got to have good credit.
Hey. Hey, nice answer. Nice answer. Nice answer. Listen, this is what I'm going to say. Woo, I was sweating a little bit. This is what I'm going to say. Asking somebody what's their credit score is almost like asking you who you voted for.
Oh, wow.
Listen, it's personal.
Y'all
It's
some-
really
y'all
personal.
some scary,
Unless
scary
you are
people up
giving
in
me
this joint.
draws, or
Y'all
unless
some
I'm
scary,
about to
scary
get
people
something
up in
from
this
you,
joint.
I don't care what your credit score is.
Y'all
all right?
some scary,
So
scary people
It's
up in this
always those people. Okay, let me ask you a question. You ready for this question?
Yes.
I got a 2-part question for you. All right.
Good.
All right. So, what is your credit score now?
726.
What was your credit score before you met Kim?
4.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. So don't be up here talking about you the man. You met a woman who didn't play, and she said, I'm not marrying or attaching myself to nobody that got bad credit. So I tell you what, let me handle your money, and I'll get you what you need to be. So now you can. No, you're not even going to pay. Kim said, I'm going to pay. Give me your money. So, listen, on the phone, we got my man Dow Jones, Wall Street. We got my man Antonio Boyd. What's going on, baby?
Not too much. How y'all doing tonight?
We wonderful. Let me let everybody know who we talking to right now. We talking to my man. If it's about money, he knows about it. He's the guy that can teach you and tell you little smart ways, not really big, over the top, hard to really believe concept, but really smart ways, and what you guys can, number one, clean up your credit, what you can invest your money, and what you can do things so you can live the life that you dreamed about. We got a lot of people out here studying. We got a lot of people out here, you know what I mean, that don't really got it. So we got somebody right now that's on the phone right now that if we can be honest with ourselves, if we can be honest with ourselves and say, this is an area that we struggle, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Yes,
to me,
absolutely.
honestly, when you asked me that, Norris, what I thought was this. I had a 700 credit score, but I went through a divorce. And when I went through a divorce, I took a hit. You know, my credit took a hit. So now I'm on the process of building that credit back. You know what I mean? But this is somebody that we need to talk to right now that can help us out. So how you doing today, my man, Antonio?
I'm doing just fine. The market closed around 4 o'clock, and I've been still trading with my uncle doing options. And once I got done with him, I've been trading Forex currencies with the 24-hour market. So my day is always long, you know, to the weekend.
Man, you talking about options, and you talking about dividends, and you talk about stuff like that, man.
The big boy
Break
stuff.
us down. So let me ask you this question. It's a basic question. How important is having good credit nowadays? How important is that?
Well, you know, money is the currency that's going to open doors and open minds. But you can't do almost anything you want without credit. So you need some form of credit in this day and time to be able to, you know, just to maintain, because money can't do it all. So you need credit. And if you don't have credit, there are ways to go ahead and establish credit or reestablish your credit.
Listen, I know there's people out there that don't even have the type of credit where they can actually finance a toothbrush or simple things out there. So, you know, what I really want right now, and if you can help us, I don't know if you're on speaker or I don't know what you are, but if you could kind of get close to the phone so we can hear you like really clear. Can you tell us what are some, that's better right there, what are some things that people can do if they don't have the best of credit to try to clean that up and move forward?
Well, the first thing you can do, if you don't have the best of credit, or if you don't have credit at all, I would suggest opening up a bank account, checking in a savings account.
Okay.
When you do that, you're allowing the banking system to know that you are serious about your money.
Okay.
And once you start depositing your money into the banks, you can actually go back to that same banking institution and ask them if they have a credit card division. And they are more likely to offer credit to you more quicker than if you try to apply for a credit card on your own.
Okay.
And if you don't have any credit at all, sometimes they may suggest a secured line of credit. There's nothing wrong with a secured line of credit. That basically means you have to put up a lower minimum deposit in order to secure that line in case you, I hate to say this, in case you default on that credit line.
Okay.
So they make sure they get their money. Once you, about 6 months to a year after having a secure line of credit, you'll automatically transition you over into a regular credit card because you already have history. And that's the main thing you want to do when you try to establish credit. You want to build up a history so that people can see that, yes, you're paying your bills on time. You don't have no 30, 90-day delinquent payment of, occurrences. We want to see that history so that they can see that we can extend more credit to you in the future.
Okay, so hold on. We got a question. Marcus has a question for you.
So with a secure line of credit, do you have to have funds in the bank to support that line of credit?
No, with a secure line of credit, what they're going to require of you, like I said, depending on the banking, whatever bank that you decide to go to, they may require you to put up $100, $200, $250, but that money is still yours. If you never default, never make a payment back on that line of credit late, that money is still there sitting there, growing interest. That's one of the benefits of a secure line of credit. It grows interest for you. So if you do everything right with a secure line of credit, like I said, it will automatically transition to a regular line of credit. That deposit you had to put up to maintain it automatically come back to you.
Now, with the secure line of credit, does that report to the bureaus every month, or that doesn't report?
Oh yeah, it definitely reports to the bureau. So that's why you want to make sure that you make your payments on time. Anytime you paying back a regular line of credit or a secure line of credit, all three credit agencies are going to get reported. So that's how you build up that FICO score.
Okay, and that FICO score, that's that score when Norris was talking about he had a 430 until the love of his life walked in. And she single-handedly changed that man's life. And that man's sleeping in cars now. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is wrong with this man? You know what I mean? Got the perfect woman. And but that FICO score is really what you're grading on. That's like your credit worthiness. That's the score that's on each of the bureaus. Is that correct?
That is correct. And let me just let you know about your FICO scores. Credit card bills are great, but two of the best types of loans or secure notes to pay back are car notes and mortgages. If you pay those back each month on time, your credit score goes up much faster than paying back the credit card bill.
Okay, so you said so. The way to actually, if people want to jump their credit up and boost their credit, the best way to do that would be whether they own a home and paying their mortgage on time, or having car notes and paying that car note on time.
On time now.
Yes, don't sleep with the credit card bills, but the mortgages and car notes, they hold a higher degree of default. So if you default on that, you will see your credit score plummet.
Okay.
And also what I suggest, when you have a credit card and you're paying it off or paying it down, don't close it out.
Okay.
Close it out. That will also decrease your credit score.
Okay. Listen, Norris has a question for you, sir.
Hey, how you doing? I have a great question.
I'm good.
I currently have some money sitting in a Bank of America IRA account that's currently not growing any interest. What would you suggest?
I would suggest you reach out to me sometime this week so I can take a look at your IRA.
Hey, get money. I suggest you meet with me ASAP so I can start helping you make money. Because listen, be honest with you.
Right now, Bank of America going to give me 0.3%.
But while he's not making any money on that money, Bank of America is making money on his money.
Right.
That's what they don't understand, Hundow.
He's definitely correct. Bank of America, when you have a savings account or any kind of account with any kind of these banking institutions, they pay the minimum interest amount, and that's okay, but it's not okay for a lot of people. And what these banking institutions do, they take your deposits and they invest it in what I normally do when I'm in the after hours in the forex trading. That's how these banking institutions make all this money in forex. And that's how these CEOs and executives make all this money when they retire and pay these hefty salaries. So they're taking your money and investing it in forex.
Wow.
So when they turn around, they paying these salaries out, but you're getting the bare minimum. But there's a way you can do the same thing that they're getting. I mean, I teach people this if they want to learn.
That's awesome.
I do it for a living.
And that's what's important, what you said, if they want to learn. Because I'm seeing that sometimes people really, let's be real. Sometimes when you talk about credit and when you talk about money, that's the hardest thing to talk about in a relationship.
Yes.
That's honestly sometimes the last thing that you learn about somebody in a relationship. I talked about earlier, I talked about being able to screen people or being able to gouge people that you feel you have a relationship with. I think a question you should ask somebody in the getting to know them stage is, what's your credit score? You know what I mean? Do you have worthy credit, or do you pay your bills on time? The reason why I'm saying this is because somehow, some way, if we decide that we're going to intertwine our lives together, I got good credit, you got bad credit, we in a pickle right now. What if I got bad credit and you got bad credit? Then I don't know what we're going to do right now.
Y'all going to put everything in the baby name.
Hey, homelessness. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're going to look fly. No, so let me ask you a question. What do you think? Do you think, is that something like if you're dating a young lady or you about to get involved with the young lady, I know this is what you do for a living, but is that something that you check out for that potential mate?
That is something I check out for a potential mate. I also ask what they bring to the table. I try to see what they bring to the table. I look for an equal, if not greater, but I don't try to look for someone less. But if I see somebody who has that drive, I'm always open to, I know we got to build each other up. I try to build her up. She try to build me up, but I don't want to do too much of the work.
I feel you. Listen, I don't want to. Listen, they call me Atlas and everything, but I ain't trying to hold up nobody's world. You heard me.
That's right.
And listen, y'all better look for a fool like Hercules to come by and get that. I can't do it. Hey, Smoke, you can use that one. I don't need it no more. I ain't out there in the streets. You can use that. Hey, Dow, this is what we about to do. We about to go to a quick break real quick. We're going to come back. We got some more questions for you. We're going to play a crazy game real quick called What's Their Credit Score? And then we're going to let you give us some advice while we close this thing out. So, Jacob, go and throw us to another break. Gentlemen's Suite Fun Radio is back.
From Mark telling me to come out for the millionth member party.
What else did the email say?
It said that we had to have a business meeting. That Mark and Sean had played some kind of revenge stunt on Case Equity. And that Manningham was so impressed that he was now making an investment offer that was hard to turn down. So I went to California, and I went straight to the new offices. I didn't know whether to dress for the party or for the business meeting, so I kind of dressed for both. But it didn't matter.
Why not?
Because I wasn't called out there for either one.
What were you called out there for?
An ambush.
Mr. Severance, hey, over here.
First I thought he was joking, giving me more contracts to sign. But then I started reading. What is this?
Well, as you know, we had some new investors that have come in.
What is this?
Hey, they was talking about big boy money. You see what he looked like when he turned around?
Man, total disgust.
What did he
Total
tell him?
disgust.
What did he tell him when he turned around?
He said, man, pretty much.
You about what?
You about to be cut off.
You
my
about
friend.
to be cut off. That's Mark Zuckerberg when he did that back basement, cut you off through the legs joint.
Yeah,
When
he's still doing it, my
but
friend.
my man
He's still
got paid,
doing
though.
it.
He still got not that Mark Zuckerberg money.
But
Welcome back to the Gentleman Sweep Show. I'm Jay Russ. I got Noah the Pope Johnson, and we got Marcus the Man. And on the phone we got Antonio. But before we get into some more sound stock advice, we're gonna do something real quick, cause you know we just out here. We just some nuts and we having fun. We talked about something serious for a second. Now we can act like clowns. So go ahead, hit the video for us. We're gonna do some credit card searching. We're gonna do some credit searching. This is called What Do You Think Their Credit Score Is? You ready for this?
Okay.
Look at the monitor. What do you think this man's credit score is?
Judging from the outfit.
What you think?
Judging from the outfit.
He got an F for Joe Biden sweatsuit on. What do you think his credit score is?
I'm going to give him a 525. A good, solid 525.
Man, you faking.
I would say about 475.
I'm gonna say both of y'all faking, because if you go back to that picture, Jay, can you go back to that? Y'all see that fat rolling and rope he got around? The fact that he's wearing a shirt like this tell me he didn't pay too much for the shirt, so he don't really care too much about fashion. He care about jewelry and stuff, which could take him down. So I'm thinking he probably 630, 645. He ain't 7 yet because he's young. He's young. Next one. Who we got? Hey, who's that? Snooki?
That's
Snooki. Jersey Shore. What y'all think her credit look like? She can't even afford to put that whole outfit.
Yeah,
540.
She got a good maybe a good 6. Yeah, give her a good 6.
I'll say about a 625.
She know Jewish people, so if she know Jewish people, they are managing her money.
They
So
got money.
She got a 780 credit score. If there's a such thing, she got people working for her to manage that stuff. Next picture, man. Hey, I don't know who she is.
Y'all don't know who this is. This is the Catch Me Outside girl from the Maury Povich show.
If you look at her nails, though, man. Looking at her nails, man, and the fact that her eyelashes are that long, she don't even have credit yet. She has not even established credit yet.
Her credit is 0.
She can't even get a card at Claire's yet. You know what I mean? You know, she can't do it yet.
She can't get a card from Fashion Bug.
No, she can't do it. Let's go to the next one, man. Her credit is not worthy. Oh, she is bald. Gator boots with my pimped out Gucci suit. Oh, what y'all think her credit score look like?
I don't know, Cousin It.
Rich
Like
people?
Cousin It.
Dressed like Bama, so I'm gonna give her the 725.
No, she's not rich, man. Look at her shoe. Her shoelaces are tied too tight. She ain't got it all together, man. I'm thinking she got like a 515, man. What you think?
cousin it.
And she smells, because look at the lady beside her don't even want to sit by her.
Yeah, I see that.
What she got?
I think about 400.
400. You get 420 for spelling your name, man.
She killed somebody's dog to get that
Who we
coat.
got next? I just wanted to see if y'all would comment on a man wearing a dog. He's wearing a man outfit. Listen, what do y'all think? What do y'all think his credit score is?
It burned my eyes.
What do y'all think?
Really? This is what we do now? This is what we do?
No homo. What do y'all think his credit score is? What y'all think? Because he don't got no clothes on, he don't need credit.
Actually, my man
Zero.
probably got zero.
Man, listen, they got different credit ratings. I just wanted to make y'all. I just wanted to see if y'all was gonna comment on that. What's our last one? Go ahead. Now, what y'all think?
Hey, you get a 700 off the break at birth.
Listen. Listen.
Right.
What you think? What you think?
I don't know. You know what? I would say about 650.
Go back to that man. He don't even look
650.
honest to me. He look like he's a shyster.
Right. That's
he
what
look,
I'm saying. About
No, he got women with good credit. He's
because he's a white
He's
man.
a white guy. That's it. No, because he's white. He's a shaster. He got like a 608. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing things out. Well, we got my man Antonio Boyd. Antonio, how you doing, my man? Is he still on the phone? He's gone?
We lost him.
We lost him?
We lost him.
You still there?
We lost him.
Hello?
We lost him.
Can you hear me?
It's over.
Hey, Dow, can you hear me?
It's over.
Well, if he not here, I'm giving you advice today. So
Oh, Lord.
God help,
Oh,
God help y'all all.
Oh,
God help y'all all. But listen, let me tell y'all what happened. This is my life, so I'm gonna tell y'all my situation, my story. Then I'm gonna hear from y'all, and I'm gonna give Dow's information. So when I went through a divorce, this is the first time that I went through a divorce. It was hard, you know what I mean? But I had to move out and I had to build my credit. For me, what I did was I bought a car. So what he said about buying a car and having no payments and being able to pay on time, that helps a lot. What I also did is I got some credit cards, because what I understood is having type of recurring credit per month helps you out. So if you got anything that you can pay off at the end of the month or have some type of recurring credit, that's also going to be good. But this is what I did with my credit cards. I got my credit cards just to the point of being able to put normal things on it that I could pay for. So what do I mean? I got a credit card and I just used it for gas. So at the end of the month, I would take that gas that I would normally pay for and pay my credit card completely off. I wasn't using it for frivolous things like shopping or anything like that. I used it for a point. And what I saw is in a matter of like a year, my credit score jumped up 80 points because I was able to make those decisions. What I did was I also called all my creditors. I said, I'm not going to pay you all the money that I owe you, but I'm going to pay you something. But this is what I want. After I pay you the settlement amount that we're going to come to a settlement about, I want you guys to zero out
and a certified
my
letter.
credit thing. Send me something that is, it don't got to say paid in full, but say it's paid, and then I need you to zero it out. So on my credit bureau, it says that it's a zero balance. And what I saw is my credit score jumped from like a 600 to a 700 in no time, because I did little smart things like that to make sure that I was able to gain that credit worthiness. But I had to pay people back.
Right.
You got to pay people back sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But if you owe like, $50 on the cable bill, man, stop being cheap. Pay that $50 on that cable bill so you can get those people out your way. So that's advice for me. What do you say, man?
Well, it's funny because my mom used to always tell me, Marcus, get a job.
Yeah.
It was always about getting a job, have money in your pocket. Never talked about credit too much.
Okay.
In fact, my first credit card, listen, I live in Capitol Heights, Maryland for
Hey.
a long time, right? So my first credit card was K Jewelers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
20% off the break.
I think my credit limit was $200.
That's a setup.
And listen, it was. Ain't know nothing about credit. All I knew is I had a card. The lady said, okay, now you can get whatever you want. So I'm like, okay, I can give you this here card. And I can get that there necklace. That was my first herringbone. I had a little herringbone.
You was nice
know
then. If you had a herringbone, it was
that
nice.
Was my first so I didn't understand the value of credit when I first got credit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that set me up for failure right off the break. And it wasn't until after I got into some trouble credit-wise that I started to realize. And it wasn't until I bought my first house when I realized how important credit was, because they were asking about things that was on my credit report that I didn't even know about.
Absolutely.
You know?
True.
Absolutely.
So I had to start to learn to respect the fact
That's one
that
thing.
that I had credit and that I needed credit in order to get things. Money is great if you have it.
But credit is important.
But you need credit.
Okay. What about you? I know we got the man law coming up. Give me something quick on credit real quick.
I'm going to give you a great quote from my hero, Michael Bazin.
Okay.
Michael Bazin always says, you can't pay it off in cash or in 90 days, you don't need it.
Boom.
So that means if you ain't got the cash and you absolutely have to use credit, try to pay it off before 90 days.
Hey.
Or you do not need it.
Let me do this.
That's a great quote.
I know we
Give
hung
your
up.
man information.
And I want to give his information real quick before we do the man law and
Because
get out of
I'm
here.
going to call him.
But his name is, you can find him on Facebook under Antonio Boyd. That's Boyd spelled B-O-Y-D. Or he's also has a page as Wall Street Down Jones. This is a very serious brother. He's about his craft. He will definitely help you out. A phone number where you can reach him, and you know he's serious if he give you his number. It's 410, so he's in the Baltimore area, 419 4865. So 4865. Please give Antonio a call. He about his money. He will help you guys out to turn some situations around and put some money in your pocket. Hit us with that man law real quick. My dude.
My dude.
My dude.
My dude.
My dude.
It was going to be something else, but after I saw that shit outside, my dude, Jay Russ, I need you to stop hugging other man face to face. I love smoke too, but god damn it, this shit got to stop.
Listen.
Bro, it's getting inappropriate. It's non-professional. And at this point, it's sexual harassment at the workplace.
You can't have
Can't
have it nipple to
nipples
nipple,
touching.
right?
Bro, I love you. You're a good Christian now.
Listen.
But bro, my dude, stop it.
Listen.
It's inappropriate. I'm leaving the set now. I don't want to talk to you no more. We about to cancel this live. Salute. See y'all all next Monday,
Jacob,
9 to 10.
don't do it.
Jacob,
Don't
cut
do
his
it.
microphone
Don't do it,
off.
Jacob.
Cut
I
this shit
still got
off,
10
Jacob.
seconds. Don't do it.
My dude.
Let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain.
Face-to-face hugs are
Let me explain.
non-acceptable.
Hey, Smoke.
Non-acceptable.
Smoke, I need you to get in the mic. I need. Hey, Smoke, I need
thought
you.
y'all was going to kiss for a second out there,
I
man.
need you to get in the mic, Smoke. And what did I say as I was hugging you, Smoke? What did I say? Oh, you was drunk. You don't remember. Well, you was drunk. You don't remember.
I thought you said this.
I'm going to tell you what I said.
I thought you said I love you.
I said, listen. I said we're going to hug chest to chest, but we're going to go to the side. What did I say, Mark? What did I say? What did I say, Mark?
Go to the side.
Go to the side, so we ain't touching like that. So don't play me.
Man,
but
cut the lights out.
Name a chick you know that Russ ain't had. Don't ever play me like that.
Cut the lights out.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this is it. Mark, I had a great time with
man,
you
it
today.
was my pleasure,
Listen.
brother. I look forward to coming
Listen,
back.
you here coming back, Mark. We might gotta replace this joker right here talking about my sexuality. But we gonna see y'all next week. Next week, what we talking about, man?
We are paying it forward.
Paying it forward. It's Thanksgiving or what?
Yeah, it's close to Thanksgiving.
So we gonna talk
got
about
a
some
lot of
things.
homeless veterans, a lot of homeless people out there.
We gonna talk about it.
We don't pay it forward, baby.
Thank y'all for giving us this hour. We on WLVS Radio, Listen Vision Live. We gonna see y'all next week. Fun Radio ain't left. We always here, and we back. Holla at you.
I want to talk to you.